Turning ivory to dust, that's exactly what the U.S. did in the heart of New York City. More than a ton of illegal ivory was reduced to powder. CCTV's Li Tan reports, by destroying the ivory, America is highlighting the value of wildlife.
Elephant tusks, trinkets, statues and jewelry. More than 1 ton of illegal ivory seized by U.S. officials over the past 2 years. They'll be reduced to dust as the U.S. pledges to crush the ivory trade.
By destroying this ivory, we're sending a signal that that trade has to stop. And if the trade stops, the killing will stop.
Hundreds of people stood still as the ivory was loaded up into an industrial asphalt crusher and pulverized. It's the second time U.S. officials are conducting this ivory crush after destroying 6 tons in 2013.
Now, much of what's going in at this end of the crusher is seized ivory from an arts and antiquities dealer in Philadelphia, who in 2014 was sentenced to 30 months jail and fined more than $150,000 for smuggling ivory. What's coming out on the left is fragments and dust from the pulverized ivory. Now, officials say this is worthless, but there is still some unexpected value.
Officials plan to use the crushed ivory to educate the world about how the trade is wiping out elephants. Wildlife advocates say in the past 3 years, African elephant poaching hit a record high, with an estimated 100,000 elephants killed.
In other words, while we're sitting here and while we are at this event, about 6 more elephants will die, maybe more because they're now going after the babies.
What's driving this decline is the demand for ivory around the world, particularly in Asia, but also in countries like the United States. We have a significant ivory market here.
China, the main driver in ivory demand, has also begun taking similar steps. Last month, it publicly crushed 660 kilograms of seized ivory after destroying more than 6 tons last year. Other countries, including Kenya, Ethiopia, France, and Belgium, have also done the same. But at New York's Times Square, the crossroads to the world and once the epicenter of America's ivory market, the U.S. hopes its calls to eradicate the trade will resonate both louder and farther. Li Tan, CCTV, New York.